Good morning to all dining who look out for this program, Disability in Focus, and good morning to those who help this program in going. I all for the time is on for. So we have a packed program this morning, and I have my guest with me where I will be talking with them. So just look out for my guest along with me. Okay? So we have one song will take us out. We had we have where we will do the advertisement. So please look out for that too. And we have a YouTube channel where you can go and view us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is Disability with Sanley Beresford. So you can find that on our YouTube channel. Okay? So I would like to say good morning to all the parents who send their children off to school this morning. I know it is the first day of school for the children who will be going to the respectable school or going to a new school or going to a new class. And I hope they will communicate with the colleagues in the class with them. Especially, I would like to say down to David Rose School, those who will be going out to these disability schools. Parents, just make sure you have your child prepared and set for this morning going out to the respectable school. I know some will not be going out this morning to school, some will be going out next week, but we will have no program next morning and disability. So I would like to say, parents, just make sure your child is safe and okay as they go out to their respectable school. Okay. Point number two. I would like to say that I'm saying this in a respectable way. I grew up with my grandmother since I was 9 months old to 21 years old. When I'm 21 years old now. From January of next year, I will be 22, and it will be 22 years I am living in South from next year. Okay? And I am this kind of person where I like, where I like to help big persons in the area, right? I never be a disrespectful person to no one in that area, right? All of a sudden now, I am being disrespectful. I would like to know where I am being disrespectful, right? I never grew up with my ground sand, right? Because down from my grandmother is really sharp. And no person in my own area is trying to say I am the disrespectful one. But I am a trustworthy person. I'm going to trust for 21 years. 21 years I'm going to trust for. I never be a disrespectful person. Okay? That is what I would like to see. Class block excellence meant where you can get 4-inch and 6-inch blocks. You can call them on 218-0442, 218-0442, 622-6814, 622-6814 for more information. Okay? So before I bring my guest in, I would like to play this song, and I will be playing it when I'm going out to bring my guest in. So that is the song Sprinkle the Blood. So listen up. Okay, welcome back. Sorry about that, we didn't get in the song to play. Uh, Now it's 10:36. I would like to welcome my guest. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you, Sally.
So I know the last time when we were here on the program concerning buses for persons with disabilities. So when you when you did take this problem out to your friends and your colleagues concerning persons with disabilities, what did they say about this?
Actually, um, persons with disability ought not to be treated in any way different from other persons. But you find that persons with disability may tend to slow up the process of fitting. Remember, these fellas treat their work or treat this bus industry as like a hustle, a survival, you know. And more or less, it is immoral to treat persons with disability in any way different. But there is no law that say that they must leave out persons with disability. They have to accommodate it. But you said earlier about school being opened and children going out to school. It's going to create a greater problem for persons with disability because with school reopened, it's happy hour for the bus people, which means that these children be flowing fast and they want to move fast to get quick money, which means that there may be times when they would be inclined to leave persons with disability. They want to move and they want to take up time. But I guess it has to do with personal moral responsibility. We need to educate persons, and I guess that the agency responsible for that is the police, because they would have had consideration, in one of the C's, which means you must have consideration for persons, whether they're foreigners, whether they're disabled, and all these kind of things. So it is difficult to monitor because a disabled person, may not, why we're going to complain here, it takes time. It's very challenging for them. So it's a matter of education, it's a matter of caring. That's the only way I think it could be handled.
Okay. Okay, viewers who are listening, so if you have a problem, you can call in on 223-5192 or say or give your comment on 672 641 and our WhatsApp number. Okay? So we see this too where the school children and yes, and the buses them where the loud music in the bus and the rampacking the bus. What do you have to say about this too?
It's a good observation, Stanley. I'm going to tell you why. A lot of buses, there is a fare that's supposed to be different for school children. That is not being done. They pay like adults. But then with school children now, they will park those buses. They will park those buses. And there's where enforcement comes in. There's where the police has their job to do to check these, packing up these buses. There'll be school children riding buses all around the town instead of going to school. And the music, the loud music is something that very disgusting. But you would not believe that these children want to hear those things, some of those children. So children now may not travel with 5 or 6 buses because they don't play the kind of thing they want to hear, which is vulgarity among other things. And then these buses, then the culprits are there. And
He had these things out, these buses out for school children to be going out to school, right? And where I see it, these school children never like to jump in the David Dreamers. And I think, my thinking of it, we should fix these David Dreamers and have these buses out there to take persons with disability around. Right?
Stanley, we have to face facts. The politics of this country seem to be politics of spite. If I didn't build this, I ain't using it. If the man built that, it got to stay. I don't understand that, but like you said, there were times when these children did not use the AOG buses because it took too long to fill. It was too slow, it was too decent, and they may not have gotten the opportunity to bad behave that is normal to them. So there's a lot of factors involved here. But I don't understand that you have nice buses, big buses, that could take the problem. But I think what has happened, I'll be honest with you, it does not suit or fit the businessmen to have buses like David G. buses. Because as long as these mini buses, since they mean they get sales of parts, it's a quick turnover. So they don't care if these AVG buses just rotten. It means nothing to them. They're not losing anything. They gain through the minibus service provided for eternity.
Because where is it where I see the David River, he never used to have, I think he never used had to pay.
No.
He never had to pay. And like when I see it in my point of view, these school children didn't even care about going in the David River and knowing they don't have to pay the saving. This is $400 a day, the saving or anything. Because I know a school child with a minibus is supposed to pay $80 $80 and adults I think it's 100. But South is 120, right? And where these minibus is taking the whole $100 from the school children, right? And where I see it too, some of these buses, these loud music, is police bus. Some of them is police bus, some of them is persons who might be doing business and finding a driver to work the bus or something to the case.
You see about complaints about, people know who owns those buses, and you're right. Policemen own a lot of those buses. They're even senior government functionaries that own some of these buses. And we have found, from the union's perspective, that these buses sometimes are the buses that break the law most of the time. And there may be a young policeman who don't know the bus and realize that there's violation. And then he arrests the person a couple of minutes after the person is out back on the road. And the poor policeman is standing there and they're laughing at him. So you get all the police, the moral, the traffic policeman, these young police goes by the way, and all of a sudden they get sucked into a situation that they would prefer not to be in. So there are times when people would bash the police, but you gotta say the circumstances also under which this youngster or these persons are working. There is a higher order, and a higher order indicates damn about anything. So what will the young policeman that come out to training school into traffic to do his best, only to be disillusioned with the reality of the
That is it. And that's really because where I see what happened on Saturday, and it was on Saturday or Friday, around my area, right in the street by me, where a police van was coming out the street and there was motorbikers speed through this area where the police stopped him and the police asked him for his papers for the bike. He told them the police don't have no papers for the bike. He tried to pass a bridge, like in the song, pull onto a bridge, but the officers them said plain. They don't want any money. They're not those kind of police who want money. They're working for the salary. So why are these drivers for these minibus or for these taxis or for these bikes, why are they trying to pass these 5,000 to these officers? And when they pass it the first time, it will be a regular thing with these officers. We don't want to stop them. They don't want. Why is this happening?
I don't know, but there is definitely this culture. This culture, people always want to. Everything you're going to do, you have to pay something, And I don't know how that is going to stop. Because, when one reflects, the people don't like to hear this, but this fellow that they like to talk about, this burner, when you check how we manage, that persons in the force could not have gotten own business, because, it would be, if you're having a business that is breaking the law and doing all the wrong things, so you couldn't have got business. Now you have law enforcement persons, among others, drinking place, big bad, shops and all this kind of thing. And I don't know how we're going to manage this, but I'm telling you this as regards to the disability program, especially in terms of the transportation and all. As I said before, there must be something provided for persons, especially in their transportation from here to there. I don't know where the pressure going to come from to make these people respond.
Right, because I will say this, right? I think you might agree with me too, because if we still had Mr. Boredom alive and this pressure put in and so trying to get persons with disabilities to get jobs or make sure they have public transportation of there for persons with disabilities. I saw the slackness would might not really go in. If we still had Mr. Burnham alive and there was others who was there, because as my grandmother, Sister Jane, who was listening to the program, so she always used to say Mr. Burnham used to be coming in the areas and riding with the horse or whatever the case. And if we still had Mr. Burnham alive and those ones who was long before we had Mr. Jaguar, and we don't mean to mention these people's name, but was in power before they get into power. I'm sure all these slackness will not, will be there, will be right
You
now.
have a point, you know, but I want to make this point. Now, I'm involved in, trying to pull these bus operators together so that they could operate in a civil manner, respect, and all these things. But I must let you know that not a lot of the buses in this country are not in my organization. But those that were in, there was training given to them through the Ministry of Tourism. There's Consumer Affairs Department, there's Ms. Finnis and our staff, and the Road Safety Council, where they had to go and do safe driving that included etiquette, force aid, and all the safety things that goes with it. But what these bus enjoys, even though they're not a part of the organization, is that if you go to negotiate fare increases, everybody gets. You know what? They have, show them have respect. There are good drivers out there, very good drivers.
They're good ones.
No?
You have good ones and you have bad ones.
Yeah. But some of the good ones, to survive, take on these bad habits, because if they don't, they can't make money before they'll be bullied. So it's about enforcement, you know. And what you're trying to do, or what I'm saying here, is that unless the police, you know, get involved in this thing, you know, out of the goodness of their heart and through the law, you know, things will not change. But I agree with you, you can't stop that.
No, we can't, because when we had Mr. Green in power, the police was there on East West Park, the South Park, the Fire Park, these different parks, and to make sure these school children get home or get off the road, or make sure they get off the road and get to school and those things. But since we have this government in power, a whole slackness gone, right? And that is where we are trying to think. We had train and posts, the train and posts on the South Park, where the buses them in order, but now the train and posts come up. Now the South bus, the Kitty bus, them all the different.
Everything.
Everybody that's on the hot plate right now. So when a South bus coming from the park, he's not driving. He on the hot plate in front of the bus will load in, forget the passenger.
Well, you know, the ministry that should be looking into that is right there by the Parliamentary Social Security and Social Services. The police, I got the police involved in, you know, these large army in young children, you know, not more than 15 boys and girls in park up late on in the night after school. What the police said to me, and I think it was something that President Ranger introduced, is that whenever you hold a child at a young age, you have to get probably social worker, probably the parents. So the police now saying that they don't mind trying, but you're going to hear that they do some vulgar thing to these youths. So the ministry, I don't know, I know that it's fair out with the thing, you know, I know flawless get on.
Talk about the powder system.
The powder system, right? But the mega, but there's another thing. I think that You ask me disability, I don't know what form of public assistance,
Well,
I
the
think it's too
public
meager.
the public assistance for persons with disability is 16,000.
Okay, go on.
Right? What is 16,000? Why we as persons with disability can get 30 to 40,000, the pensioners them get 40 to 50,000 or something?
You see, when you're, announcing to the world that Guyana is one of the richest country in this
Yes,
country.
Ghana is an growing country. Ghana is an growing
Yeah.
country. Why we as persons with disability have to suffer in this kind of way?
You see, the money is being used to build roads and hotels and so, I don't know, people with disability would never be in one of those hotels, probably. They would never get to go on these fancy roads. You need to create something where they must gain. You say 40 and 50, I say about $75,000 for the disability needs, you know.
Right?
And then again, you don't want to sit back and take handouts. You want them to help you to develop yourself.
Yes, because that is true. We should have a housing scheme
Mhm.
for persons with disability. Bucket of water,
Okay.
cleaning yard, all manner of things. Because I couldn't really call in a my program and say he live in his hospital here for 21 years or 6 years to know where this young lady who have a disability, where she have to be doing everything,
Mm-hmm.
getting sexual harassment and those things,
That's another thing, you know.
right? Where you see you see where the disrespect will come. If a child who can't talk or have a disability, you see where the pressure coming.
Mm-hmm.
So that is where the disrespect comes up.
That's where the transportation now, somebody go in a bus, you never know what happened to them. You know, they're disabled and so on. So basically, a person with disability will have to have somebody walk with them all the time. But it can't happen.
No, no, it can't happen. It can't because we don't understand where this problem really coming.
Mm-hmm.
And if we as persons with disability put our foot down and try to represent
Mm-hmm.
persons with disability, represent ourselves, I believe that is not where I believe the respect will not come there. But in closing with this, we have to try and put our foot down and let the public out there know we don't like where the disrespect coming from. Because sometimes someone who have a disability could go out there and disrespect the public, and then the public now will feel, oh, he a disability too, he disrespectful too, she disrespectful too. So that is now that is every person with a disability is a disrespectful one. You have to find these who are the disrespectful ones and for them to sit down and ask them what bother them, what is the problem, or into the case. Because if we don't find out what is the problem with persons with disability, we will not get anywhere.
The system, I have to respect and admire what you're doing. And don't stop. And, you know, over a period of time, and you have the right thing, you get the media where a lot of persons, ordinary and with disability, can listen to the message and at least get some encouragement, you know, get this desire to fight along with you for what you're trying to achieve. I think somewhere down the line you'll get your reward and the disability community will be in a position where they will have gained a lot from your advocacy at this point in time. You know? So keep it up, and I trust that those out there, because there's nothing like a free lunch. And I know that what you're doing here even have a cost, and they're prepared to sponsor some of your program because it is important to this society. That person with disability is fighting for the cause for those like him.
Yeah, right. Because as I say, we as persons with this, because look where the, I'm not going over my program time, but really just bear with me, okay? Because look where the Blind Institute is
Mm-hmm.
by behind Carnegie.
And the empty building.
That is a dangerous,
Let's get wrong about
me, who is a sighted person,
mm-hmm.
get robbed get robbed right that night, right? With someone with my phone,
Mm-hmm.
right? With my phone and my keys, element in my house, that you will get it. The thing you get off of me is my gray night
Mm-hmm.
and my hat.
Take off your boots.
Right. After he didn't get the trying to get the phone. And I don't think the person who is in charge or the overhead
Mm-hmm.
for the Blind Institute, I don't think they realize that area where they're in is a dangerous
They
area.
know, man. But you see, what should they do? They get a building, they get the air. It means then that the authority should enter, even if you got put an outpost somewhere around it. Because it is a dangerous place. But are they going to find another place for them? I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it too, but this should have a safe area for them because they, they are blind
Mm-hmm.
and they would not know when someone coming to rob them. Look the other day where one of my members
Mm-hmm.
was telling me they was passing through there in the car and the serious blind guy really get
Mm-hmm.
robbed by two guys on a bicycle and turned and tell me, he said, Mr. Brooks, I think that if it's not a blind guy, let him know we stop going around that area, that it was a dangerous area. I tried to put a restraint on him and trying to stop him from going there, but after I tried my best, he still going around there, and I done. I talked. When I talk once, I talk once. And so I don't have anything more to say about anything concerning anybody getting around that area because I try my best in doing what I'm doing for persons with disabilities.
So I want to ask you a question. As a person, you get along good with it. They was speaking in your area, they know you and so on and you know.
But I get along good with the bosses
Mm-hmm.
in my area, right? Look the other day where what I think was a Tuesday, I I do struggle with a seizure yeah, sometimes where I was going to church on
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday and where I taken sit
Mm-hmm.
in the bus, right? And the bus was going to the back stop and the
Okay.
bus was coming back down. And after the driver realized I taken sit
Mm-hmm.
in the bus, he turning right for the clinic there
Mm-hmm.
and take me into the clinic there and
Okay.
leave and he went to his
That
way,
was good. That was
right?
good.
And where the doctor where he see me and he check me and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Then he asked me where I'm going. I said I was going to church. And the doctor said, well, look at taxi money.
caring.
If we have more caring drivers
Yeah.
out there and so on, I know we will get somewhere. So I would like to say thanks to taking the time to coming out on the program again and giving your fight to the what we have to raise concerning his future and the person with disability. So
Thanks
thanks.
for having me here, and anytime
Yeah,
I'll be here.
yeah, anytime is possible. So right, so that is where we have our guest with us for the moment, the Bosnian man. So before I take him off, if you don't know his name, I will let him say his name out to you. So
I'm Ian Andrews, President of the United Minibus Union. I'm a set of very tough people, but they'll come around in time. They'll come around.
yes, so that was Andrew, the minibus man. So before we close again, crafts, block making stuff where we can get 4-inch and 6-inch blocks. You can call them on 218-0442, 218-0442, 622-6814, 622-6814 for more information. Scriptural Labor College, where they have a class in the morning from 9 to 3, and they have evening classes from 3, and that's from 3, from 5 to 9. So you can send your child out there to Scriptural Labor College. They have from Form 1 to Form 5, and where they do CXT there. So on behalf of my guest and my operator Alex King, we are like to say thank you viewers for your time to listening to this program and having some little understanding of what what we discuss about persons with disability. So bye for now, and we are going out with a song. Bye for now.